High in the mist-covered mountains of ancient China, nestled among the towering peaks, stood a revered Shaolin temple. For centuries, this temple had been a place of profound wisdom, where monks dedicated their lives to mastering both the martial arts and the art of inner peace. Among these monks was a young disciple named Li Wei, whose heart burned with the desire to become as wise and powerful as the elders he so admired. Li Wei was diligent in his training, often practicing long after the others had retired for the night. He was strong and swift, his movements precise and his mind sharp. Yet despite his skills, he often felt an inner turmoil, a sense that he had not yet grasped the true essence of what it meant to be a Shaolin monk. One day, the temple's revered master, a wise and aged monk known as Master Zhou, called Li Wei to his side. "Li Wei," the master said, his voice calm and measured, "you have trained well, but there is more to our way than physical prowess. To truly understand, you must pass a test of the spirit." Eager to prove himself, Li Wei bowed deeply and agreed to undertake whatever challenge the master would set before him. Master Zhou led Li Wei to a secluded part of the temple grounds, where a large ancient tree stood. Its roots were thick and gnarled, anchoring it firmly to the earth, while its branches stretched wide, offering shade and shelter to all who sought it. "For the next 3 days," Master Zhou instructed, "you are to sit beneath this tree in silent meditation. Do not move from this spot and do not speak. Simply observe your thoughts and the world around you." Li Wei was puzzled. He had expected a test of endurance, strength, or skill, something tangible that he could overcome through effort. But sitting still and silent for 3 days seemed almost too simple. Nevertheless, he obeyed the master's command and settled beneath the tree, determined to endure the trial. The first day passed slowly. Li Wei's mind was restless, filled with thoughts of his training, his ambitions, and the future he hoped to build. The hours dragged on, and he struggled to maintain his focus. But as evening fell, he began to notice the subtle rhythms of the natural world around him. The rustling of leaves in the breeze, the distant call of a bird, the gentle warmth of the sun on his skin. On the second day, Li Wei's restlessness grew. His legs ached from sitting, and his mind wandered to the other monks who were engaged in their daily practices. Doubt began to creep in. Was he wasting his time? Should he be training instead? But each time these thoughts arose, he recalled the master's words and returned his attention to his breath and the sounds of the forest. By the third day, something within Li Wei began to change. His mind, once so cluttered with thoughts and worries, started to quiet. The distractions that had once seemed so pressing faded away, replaced by a deep sense of peace. In this stillness, Li Wei began to see the wisdom in the master's test. The strength of the Shaolin monks was not just in their bodies, but in their minds, in their ability to remain calm and centered, no matter the external circumstances. As the sun set on the third day, Master Zhou returned to find Li Wei still seated beneath the tree, his face serene and his eyes bright with understanding. "What have you learned, Li Wei?" the master asked. Li Wei bowed deeply and replied, "I have learned that true strength comes not from the body, but from the mind. It is the ability to remain steadfast and calm in the face of all things, to observe without judgment, and to find peace within oneself." Master Zhou nodded, a slight smile on his lips. "You have passed the test, Li Wei. Remember this lesson well, for it is the foundation of all we do. The mind is the true master, and when it is at peace, all else falls into place." With this newfound wisdom, Li Wei returned to his training, but now with a deeper understanding of the Shaolin way. He no longer sought to prove himself through physical feats alone, but cultivated the inner stillness and clarity that he had discovered beneath the ancient tree. And in time, he too became a master, passing on the lessons of the mind to the next generation of monks who sought the path of wisdom and inner peace.